shopping, go out to eat, or surf the internet for new cool games? Of course you do. We all do. But in order to do these simple things, we must all know how to do one incredible, important thing. Read. Even our kindergartners have been learning letter sounds and putting those sounds together to make words and sentences. Learning to read can be a challenge, but once you get the hang of it, you can read a story that opens your imaginations to new people, some real and some make-believe. We want to give kids who love to read an opportunity to share their reading talents with you. So, sit back and listen to some stories read by some really rockin' readers.
Hi, my name is Ashlyn Bruce, and I will be reading Caps for Sale by Esper Slobodinkina. Once there was a peddler who sold caps, but he was not like an ordinary peddler. Carrying his wares on his back, he carried them on top of his head. First he had on his own checked cap, then a bunch of gray caps, then a bunch of brown caps, then a bunch of blue caps, and on the very top, a bunch of red caps. He walked up and down the streets, holding himself very straight, so as not to upset his caps. As he went along, he called, "Caps! Caps for sale! 50 cents a cap!" One morning, he couldn't sell any caps. He walked up the streets and he walked down the street calling, "Caps! Caps for sale! 50 cents a cap!" But nobody wanted any caps that morning. Nobody wanted even a red cap. He began to feel very hungry, but he had no money for lunch. "I think I'll go for a walk in the country," said he. And he walked out of town slowly, so as not to upset his caps. He walked for a long time until he came to a great big tree. "That's a nice place for a rest," thought he. And he sat down very slowly under the tree and leaned back, little by little, against the tree trunk, so as not to disturb the caps on his head. Then he put up his hand to feel if they were straight. First his own checked cap, then the gray caps, then the brown caps, then the blue cap, then the red caps on the very top. They were all there, so he went to sleep. He slept for a long time. When he woke up, he was refreshed and rested. But before standing up, he felt with his hand to make sure his caps were in the right place. All he felt was his own checked cap. He looked to the right of him, no caps. He looked to the left of him, no caps. He looked in the back of him, no caps. He looked behind the tree, no caps. Then he looked up into the tree, and what do you think he saw? On every branch sat a monkey. On every monkey was a gray, or brown, or a blue, or a red cap. The peddler looked at the monkeys. The monkeys looked at the peddler. He didn't know what to do. Finally, he spoke to them. "You monkeys, you," he said, shaking a finger at them. "You give me back my caps." But the monkeys only shook their fingers back at him and said, "'Tis, 'tis, 'tis." This made the peddler angry, so he shook both hands at them and said, "You monkeys, you give me back my caps." But the monkeys only shook both their hands back at him and said, "'Tis, 'tis, 'tis." Now he felt quite angry. He stamped his foot and said, "You monkeys, you better give me back my caps." But the monkeys only stomped their feet back at him and said, "'Tis, 'tis, 'tis." By this time, the peddler was really very, very angry. He stamped both feet and shouted, "You monkeys, you must give me back my caps." But the monkeys only stamped both their feet back at him and said, "Tis, tis, tis." At last, he became so angry that he pulled off his own cap and threw it onto the ground and began to walk away. But then, each monkey pulled off his cap and all the gray caps and all the brown caps and all the blue caps and all the red caps came flying down out of the tree. So the peddler picked up his cap and put them back on his head. First his own checked cap, then the gray caps, then the brown cap, then the blue caps, then the red caps on the very top. And slowly, slowly, he walked back to town calling, "Caps! Caps for sale! 50 cents a cap!" The end. I hope you guys liked Caps for Sale by Slobodkina. The accelerated reader quiz for this book is 5, 4, 6, 1. I repeat, the accelerated reader quiz is 5, 4, 6, 1. Hi, my name is Jaden. I am in the 4th grade, and I'll be reading Once I Ate a Pie. Oh, yeah. By Patricia Macklin and Emily Macklin Cheris. Puppy. The world is too tall, trees too tall. Sky too high, snow over my head. What if I get lost? You will chase snowflakes in the winter, the people told me. Run through the grasses in the spring, and howl at the full moon. Not now, I am a puppy. For now I will stay here, by your side. Stay safe, warm puppy. Mr. Beefy. I am not thin, but I'm beautiful. When no one is looking, I steal tubs of butter off the table. I take them to the basement and eat in private. Once I ate a pie. Gus. I want my people in a group, like sheep. When someone is in the bathroom, I open the door. Are you all right? They are not happy. I take them back to the others. When they go anywhere, I am watching. I am the herder. Lucy. I was adopted from a shelter. I love the couch. It is mine. The chairs and beds are mine too, in the house. At night, I sleep between my owners. They give me a pillow of my own. Mine. Whoopsie. My name is Whoopsie, but they call me cute. Who's cute? They ask, smiling. I cover my eyes with my paws and pretend to sleep. Who's cute? They call again. I run to them. I can't help it. I am cute. Darla. I don't like other dogs. I like people and the cat who lives with me. When I want to go out, I bat the bell that hangs next to the door. The people come running. I bat the bell many times a day. The people are very tired. When they finally go to bed, I wait. Then, when they are asleep, I bat the bell one more time. I used to yip. Now I bark. I bark to wake people up. I bark when the doorbell rings. I bark when someone walks by the house. I bark at the television. I bark when I want to eat. I bark when I want to sit where you're sitting. Bark, bark, bark. Sugar. I am tired. I want to stay in bed. I don't want to go outside. I don't want to take a walk. I don't want to go in the car. I like to sleep. No, I'm not ready to eat. No, I don't want a snack. Put the covers back over my head. I only get out of bed to chase a cat, and he's on route. Is he? 3. We are 3. We are runners, leapers, chasers. We are soft, sweet, shy. We are teens, we are tweens, we are friends, we are 3. Needle nose. I have a very good nose. It is sharp and useful. I use it to get into things that I love. the insides of all things. The refrigerator, the dishwasher, quilts, pillows, dog, cookie boxes, cat snap bags, toys. I like the speaker. I can open mail too. If something is closed, I open it. If it is perfect, I tear it apart. I love my work. I love my nose. Pocket. They say I am tiny. I used to sleep in a coat pocket. I have a tiny collar and a tiny coat for when it rains. I have a tiny dish to eat my food and a tiny water bowl. I don't know why my things are so tiny. I am huge. Abby. I do not steal, I borrow. Of God's bones and stuffed animals, balls and pool toys, my people's slippers and socks, sweaters and underpants. But my favorite things to steal are kitchen things, loaves of bread from the counter, meat off a plate, anything in a bowl. I don't have to give those things back. Tilly and I. We look alike, but we are not alike. I am shy, I am sly. I do what they tell me. Sometimes I am bad. I like to eat. I bury my food under the couch cushions. I pick a private place to go to the bathroom. I don't care where I do. Yesterday I did in the living room. We look alike, but we are different. Tilly and I. Luke. The sun is warm and I sleep. I dream about when I was young. I chased snowflakes in the winter and ran through grasses in the spring. I still bark when I want to, and tonight I might howl at the moon. Once I ate a pie. Intelligent Reader Quiz 106832.
Hi, my name is Salvador Gonzalez, and I'm going to be reading Creepy Carrots by Aaron Reynolds. Jasper Rabbit had a passion for carrots, and the carrots that grew in the Crackenhopper field were the best. Fat, crisp, and free for the taking. He pulled some in the morning for a morning snack on his way to school. He yanked a few on his way to Little League practice. He pried them off the ground from his way home at night. Jasper couldn't get enough carrots until they started following him. He first noticed something strange after the big game against East Valley Hares. Jasper was about to help himself to a victory snack when he heard it. The soft, sinister thump, thump, thump of the carrots creeping. He turned, but nothing was there. Just my imagination, he thought, but he hopped a little faster. That night, as he was brushing his teeth, there they were. Jasper whipped around, but nothing. He laughed at himself, picked the toothbrush off the floor, and went to bed quickly. The next morning, he approached Crackenhopper Field slowly. He reached for 2 wild carrots. Nothing happened. He bit into one. Nothing happened. Whew, creepy carrots. It was ridiculous. But when he arrived home that evening, "Mom! Mom!" Jasper screamed. "Creepy carrots! In the shed!" His mom opened the door slowly. There weren't any carrots, not even the regular kind. "There are no such things as creepy carrots," Mom said, shaking her head. Later that night, as Jasper lay in bed, he heard it. Breathing. Terrible, carroty breathing. In there on his wall. "Creepy carrots!" he shouted. "Dad! Dad!" His dad thumped into the bedroom and threw on the lights. They searched under their bed. No creepy carrots. They looked through the closet. No creepy carrots. They opened the dresser drawers. No creepy carrots. "Just a bad dream, son," his dad said, shaking his head. "Now, go to sleep." That wasn't going to happen. By the end of the week, Jasper was seeing creepy carrots creeping everywhere. Jasper knew his parents were wrong. Creepy carrots were real. and they were coming after him. But they couldn't get him, if they couldn't get out. Jasper hatched a plan. First thing on Saturday, he grabbed supplies and headed to Crackenhopper Field. As the sun finally set across Crackenhopper Field, Jasper Rabbit smiled. On his way home, there was no thunk, thunk, thunk. There were no carrot-shaped shadows. His plan had worked. No creepy carrots would ever get out of the carrot patch again. And as the sun finally set, the carrots of Crackenhopper Field cheered! Their creepy plan had worked. They were sure of it. Jasper Rabbit would never get into the carrot patch ever again. And that's the story. Once again, this is the book Creepy Carrots. The author is Aaron Reynolds, and the accelerated reader test quiz number is 151429.
Hi, I'm Zadie Hall. I'm in first grade. Today I'm going to read Little Blue and Little Yellow by Leo Leone. This is Little Blue. Here he is at home with Papa and Mama Blue. Little Blue has many friends. But his best friend is Little Yellow, who lives across the street. How they love to play at hide and seek and ring a rose. In school, they sit still in neat rows. After school, they run and jump. One day, Mama Blue went shopping. You stay home, she said to Little Blue. But Little Blue went out to look for Little Yellow. At last, the house across the street was empty. He looked here and there and everywhere until suddenly around a corner there was Little Yellow. Happily, they hugged each other and hugged each other until they were green. Then they went to play in the park. They ran through a tunnel. They chased Little Orange. They climbed a mountain. When they were tired, they went home. But Papa and Mama Blue said, "You are not our Little Blue, you are green." And Papa and Mama Yellow said, "You are not our Little Yellow, you are green." Little Blue and Little Yellow were very sad. They cried, but big blue and yellow tears. They cried and cried until they were all tears. When they finally pulled themselves together, they said, "Will they believe us now?" Mama Blue and Papa Blue were very happy to see their Little Blue. They hugged and kissed him, and they hugged Little Yellow too. But look, they became green. Now they knew what had happened, and so they went across the street to bring the good news. They all hugged each other with joy, and the children played until supper time. The end. Little Blue and Little Yellow, and the quiz number is 133998.
My name is Jeremy Westbrook, and today I'll be reading A Sick Day for Amos McGee, written by Philip C. Stead, illustrated by Aaron E. Stead. A Sick Day for Amos McGee. Amos McGee was an early riser. Every morning when the alarm clock clanged, he swung his legs out of bed and swapped his pajamas for a fresh pressed uniform. He would wind his watch and set a pot of water to boil, saying to the sugar bowl, "A spoonful for my oatmeal, please, and 2 for my teacup." Belly full and ready for the workday, he'd amble out the door. Every day, Amos waited for the number 5 bus. "Next stop, City Zoo," the bus driver would call. 6 a.m., right on time, he'd reply. Amos had a lot to do at the zoo, but he always made time to visit his good friends. He would play chess with the elephant, who thought and thought before making a move, run races with the tortoise, who never ever lost. Hooray! Sit quietly with the penguin, who was very shy, lend a handkerchief to the rhinoceros, who always had a runny nose, and at sunset read stories to the owl, who was afraid of the dark. One day Amos awoke with the sniffles, and the sneezes, and the chills. He swung his achy legs out of bed, curled them back again, and said, I don't think I'll be going to work today." Meanwhile, at the zoo, the animals waited for their friend. The elephant arranged his pawns and polished his castles. The tortoise stretched his legs and limbered up. The penguin sat patiently all by himself. The rhinoceros worried that his allergies were worsening. The owl perched atop a tall stack of storybooks, scratching his head with concern. "Where is Amos?" the animals wondered. Later that day, "Hooray, my good friends are here." The elephant prepared a game of chess. Amos thought before making a move. "I'm too tired to run races today," said Amos to the tortoise. "Let's play hide and seek instead." The tortoise hid inside his shell. Amos hid beneath the covers. Amos yawned. "I could use a nap." The penguin sat quietly, keeping Amos's feet warm. "Achoo!" Amos awoke with a sneeze. The rhinoceros was ready with a handkerchief. "I'm beginning to feel much better. Thank you," said Amos to his friends. He swung his legs out of bed. "Perhaps we'll share a pot of tea." Amos wound his alarm clock. "It's getting late," he said. "After all, we have a morning bus to catch." So Amos said good night to the elephant, and good night to the tortoise, and good night to the penguin, and good night to the rhinoceros, and good night to the owl, who, knowing that Amos was afraid of the dark, read a story aloud before turning out the light.
I've been reading A Sick Day for Amos McGee, and it has an AR quiz number. The AR quiz number is 135897.
Hi, my name is AJ, and I'm going to read you the story about pigs, and it's by Emily K. Green. Pigs can live on a farm. So is a mother pig. A piglet is a young pig. Pigs have a short, curly tail. Pigs have a flat nose called a snout. Pigs eat many things. They can eat plants or meat. Farmers can also buy special pig food. Some pigs are pink. Pigs can be other colors too. Short, stiff hair covers a pig's body. A pig can get a sunburn just like you can. Pigs need shade on sunny days. Pigs roll in the mud to keep cool. Ah!
Keep going.
That's the end. Our quiz number is 13649.
Again, that is 113649. The book is Pigs by Emily K. Green.
Wait, I already told her that.